The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set. Look at the egg. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, Watson being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
11.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he's want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Check right. Watching you 5.
3rd and long, it's Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 36. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno. Switch. Line up.
On the toss play, Howard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Slam. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
3rd and 2, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Double time. 4 down. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Block. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The psychology... The game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
50 set. 19. Mike, 58, right there. Keep it up, defense. 54.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
55.
SOS, SOS.
Go, go. 59. 58, Mike. Time to go.
Here's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 45 yards.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 39 yard.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Reset. 19. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 29, 29.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert. Chance. Check your hot read. Alert. 10. Back. No. Time to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. Deshaun Watson so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 27 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where other big boys are.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a first down throw. Locke. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Close. Hey, Haywood. What? Twist. Turn right.
Alert flow.
55's Mike.
Here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 39 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 21, Colts 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up
To throw is Watson on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something
under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The throw is locked, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Luck on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And now it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing his line. He's got it to Hilton. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
25, check 25.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Watson. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Rock. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go again.
Mike, 55.
check. 55, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go, here we go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's live. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. All that, it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Come on, man, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out the line of scrimmage.
Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Colts going on 4th. It's Love. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Luck now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Go ahead. Give me something. Here we go.
On 1st down, Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Set the tone, defense.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
622. 12. Hey, Charlie. 55, come on, 55. I got it. Check, 55, come on. Check, 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Luck. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This for the lead in the final stages. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Or the punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make 1 big mistake and throw it all away.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Check out. Ready. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
At the 16-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So, Houston.